This is such a special place. You drive through the streets of Green Bay, no tall buildings, quaint houses, and then boom, right there in the middle of the neighborhood is iconic Lambeau Field. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Green Bay Packers.
Brandon McManus to kick off for Green Bay.
Now the kicker, Brandon McManus, about ready to get us started. And off we go from Lambeau. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Running again with Barkley on 2nd down. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Now Hurts looking to change the play. That flag, that'll push him back 5. And this offense back to needing 10 yards after the false start. 3rd and 10. Throwing is Hurts. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A big pickup there for the Eagles' first down, 18 yards.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch.
With Sean Gary that time fighting free and getting to the quarterback. Defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Here's Hurts to throw. That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down. Hurts sets up to throw it. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon.
60 red. Fury, yellow. Smash, red.
To pass, here's Jordan Love. That's complete to Wicks. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that will bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 45-yard line.
Red, cycle.
Now Love. Short throw, he's got Kraft. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Love will sneak it. And he's going to have the Packers first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1.
Striker,
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
down. Ready?
A throw left side. It's hauled in by Golden. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the Eagles' 44-yard line.
560. Set, red, grill, green. Black, 95. Slice, blue.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
Ready.
Throwing. Love. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. Love now. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
That one came up just a little bit short. I'm wondering, is he still a little bit tight as this game starts? What would you say? Maybe he's got to take the governor off of it?
Or maybe the donut off the baseball bat like the guys
I like
in the on-deck circle?
I like that. Yeah, just take that little extra weight off of him and start to play freely.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Fair catch called for right around the 11-yard line. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Eagles will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th. Didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on 4th down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride the offense this go around. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
First down, Eagles.
They go play action with Hurts. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem scrambling for 22 and a first.
Well, that turned out better than most of the passes he could have thrown on that snap. The coverage downfield was excellent, but the containment close to home left him a backdoor escape, and they paid dearly for not locking up.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature in the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Hurts. Got this complete to Jahan Dotson. Yeah, this won't be enough. Stopped a yard short after a gain of 3. 4th down.
4 yards. It's now 4th down.
They'll run with Barkley. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. At first glance, I actually wasn't sure that he got it, but he ended up getting it by about a full yard.
He certainly did, but it took a little effort, didn't it? Took some nice push, a little crease inside, and some determined running to make sure that he got the first down.
And down to the 41. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 41-yard line.
They'll look to throw here. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. We're scoreless after one. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A.J. Brown, 37 yards. And the Eagles post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. A quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Here's 2nd and 10.
6, Mega, let's go. Yellow, 22. Black, Ultra. Red, Cycle. Ready?
Love. They swing that out wide to Jacobs. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Needle. Down.
Firing quickly out wide is Love. And he's going to have the Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him? Either fellow receivers or offensive linemen. That makes that play a really nice timing play. And sometimes it can break big.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
33, yellow. Ready?
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Love looking to throw it. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Set punt. Black, 95. Set punt.
Here's Jacobs from the gun. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
The offense on third down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Yellow, 43. Fury, yellow.
Slot man moves right.
Hunt.
Love from the gun. He gets that one complete to Wicks. And he's stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36. He'll go down as a gain of 6. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Here we go. Here we go.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left.
Hunt, hunt.
Love to throw for it on 4th. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Reed Blankenship. Taking it right down Broadway. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
Probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
Their own 25-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
Set,
And
ready.
they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Under pressure, they got him again. Buried behind the line by Azeez Ojulari.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Drill, 52. Blaster, 6. Let's go now.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
Hunt, hunt.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking deep here for Dobbs. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. Here's Daniel Whelan now.
Formation for the Packers.
Well, that'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10.
Their own 37-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all...
And he's into the clear. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Saquon Barkley, 62 yards. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. We're talking about just coming in and completely seizing momentum. They can go up 21-0 here. We haven't even hit halftime.
And the other part of this, you can start to feel the unrest here in the stadium. I think these fans are saying, what hit us? And this isn't about fantasy points. This is about rooting their team on.
Packers, nothing. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Down. Yellow, 22. Ten cycles. Ready?
Working out of the gun. Love. Same target. It's Jacobs again. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A big play there on the catch and run. And it'll give them a fresh set of downs. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Love. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Matthew Golden from 4 yards out. And the Packers are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. McManus's point after is good. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10. Throwing is Hurts. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter.
First down.
Go sit. Great, sit. Hey, anyway.
Here's Hurts to throw. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Hurts. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 12-yard line. Hurts sets up to throw it. Rolling to his right. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. just 4 seconds left in this first half. A timeout call. Second and 4. They could still get a first down without scoring. They'll throw now on the final play. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Saquon Barkley in the final seconds of the first half. And the Eagles will extend their lead here just before halftime. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. Williams loses the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And he brings it back. Can you believe it? An offensive disaster on the final play of the first half.
They just had to hold on to the ball.
So they get the 1-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch that may lead to a knockout.
Elliott good on the extra point. And that will take us to the end of the first half of play. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the third quarter. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They'll send a receiver in motion left.
Ready?
To throw now. Here's Love. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Love fires that quickly outside. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. From just shy of midfield, here's 2nd down and 2. That's complete to Wicks. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That goes for a gain of 31. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Going back to Love. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Matthew Golden with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Packers come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. Extra point from McManus is good. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. I guess the last score wasn't enough for them. They want more. Here comes an onside kick. And the Eagles hands team able to cover it up. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now they...
Well, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. Micah Parsons showing off that elite athleticism as he gets the sack. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Hey, Silver, 63.
Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. Flushed out right. And the pressure gets to him again. Rashawn Gary picks up his second sack of the afternoon. So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here, 3rd and long. And this pass broken up. And the contact well-timed there, and now 4th down.
I thought that was a completed pass until he came in and forced the ball from his hands. Not only did he make a nice play, he brings up 4th down.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away. And that one will skip out of bounds as the linesman will mark this thing right at the 15-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver. He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet, 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups. He's got a big, strong arm when he delivers it with confidence.
That's good for the Packers. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Slice blue. 6. Mega. 7.
Love now. He's going to sling this deep downfield. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up. Converged on his man and broke the play up.
Black shot. Claws red.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
Set.
To the air again. Love. Short throw. He's got Kraft. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34.
It's 4th down.
An audible here to get a new look.
Set.
On 4th down, Love. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10. That's caught downfield. It's Golden. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line.
That's another Packers 1st down.
And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. 2nd down, 8 to go from the 28.
Brings up 2nd
And now Love going to change things up.
28-yard line.
Back to throw again. That's going to be caught. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A great play there. 27 yards. And the Packers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. McManus's point after is good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. And they decide fairly early here they need the ball back, so here's an onside kick. And the Eagles dodge a bullet. They cover it up. I know they're down, but starting the third quarter there with the onside kick, what'd you think?
Well, I think that they're looking at it as we may not have as many possessions in this game as we want. There may be that sense and that feel that they've got to go ahead and make something happen. Steal a possession, try and steal some points, and get themselves right back in a position to try and win the game.
And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. 102 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. They keep it with Barkley on first down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Hurts. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over in that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. And in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Throw right side complete to Dotson. Fighting his way through contact. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jahan Dotson, 29 yards. And the Eagles are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
Let's go.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Love. Going for the deep ball. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Andrew Makuba. So the deep ball giveth, and now the deep ball taketh away.
And you're getting deep on me here. I like that. Going to the next level and what you're thinking. And when you think about all the success he's had throwing the football so far, sometimes when you're doing that, you think you're invincible out there.
Inside the 10. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Saquon Barkley, 60 yards. And the Eagles are able to add on to that lead. He's got the hat trick, 3 touchdowns now.
Did you throw yours? Did you throw yours out?
I didn't have mine. You've got yours. You've got one of those Abe Lincoln hats.
Yeah, and that stovepipe is going right out there for a nose for the end zone. 3rd time today. I think he deserves a tip of the cap.
Back now at Lambeau, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter. Elliott now to kick this one away. And able to get this out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Come on. Ready?
Now Love. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the first down as well.
That's another Packers first down. First and 10 at the 47.
A handoff, Jacobs running to the left. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 first down gains.
Drill, 52. Ready. Black 40. Hut, hut.
Throwing. Love. They swing that out wide to Jacobs. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused. Because it had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
Well, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the fourth quarter after that one, CD. And well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence, because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
It's been a dominant performance to this point, Charles, and this is probably exactly how they scripted this and envisioned it. They got a 3-score lead, fourth quarter, and a chance if they want to continue to pour it on here.
It is their call, isn't it? I mean, the way that they have taken on this game and the way that they have carried this game and have dominated this game, you're exactly right. Do what you want down the stretch. We are in the era of, hey, if you don't want us to do this to you, then you need to stop us. Their call to finish this one off.
This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this fourth quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the fourth quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
That'll put him at 66 receiving yards now for the game, and he's got a first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. They'll look to throw now on first down. And this is caught. It's Brown. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 25 yards that time.
First down, Philadelphia.
Don't touch. 63, 63. Hey, let's go. Trimmer. Yeti. Don't touch.
That one looks like he'll throw here. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted.
And the Packers are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Saquon Barkley, 14 yards. And the Eagles have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the fourth. Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And the Eagles are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
This one goes out wide for Barkley.
And a nice spin into some open field. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. But this thing is ugly. Elliott now to add the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
63.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
Ready.
They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
Ready.
For a lot of coaches, be honest, don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Use that as ammo going forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
What an advantage having a lead guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis.
Everything litty, I love when it's hot. Turned to the city, I broke all the knots. Got some more millies, I keep me a knot. I created history, it made me a lot. He tried to diss me and it don't false. We call them chopsticks cause they gonna chop. Took her out of filers cause of hop. I run it like Nike, we got it on lock. Cardiac eye. I'm the boss man in a suit with no tie. I can't be, I gotta stay. Put me some in the counter that's dry. Riding in special like Bunny and Clyde. Don't worry, baby, I keep me some fire. Shenanigans and Birkin, she cannot decide. The ladies Mercedes, here goes the surprise. Don't sleep on Miss Lady, help ride. Bet while I'm gripping her side. Big and mad bet, this ain't regular size. We really fly, we like Pelican guys. You ain't slick, I can tell her the skies. Upgrade at my wrist, put baguettes in the sky. She think I might sign her and change her whole life. I told her to goggle and work on her highs. Everything litty, I love when it's hot. Turned to the city, I broke all the knots. Got some more millies, I keep me a knot. I created history, it made me a lot. He tried to diss me and it on Fox. We call them Chaucer cause they gonna chop. Took her out of filers cause I run it like Nike, we got it on lock.
Money, money, I took the Billy cool back and I hopped in the car. I put the in front of the Billy in front of the driver. And man, sit there in the road, right, wow. I'm still double, the ties, huh? I'm in the coupe by myself. I had to kick her though when I was 5. Keep the old was on the shelf. Let me find it. I'm sick and tired of me. Act like they find it, telling them lies. Acting like they the one created this and they get all this driven my guys. Yeah, Cartier eyes, Cartier coat, Cartier as the watch. Cartier look, Cartier, Cartier spec buffalo on the side. Pussy cut diamonds, they Cartier, yeah. Cartier bad for the Cartier. Sky ring look cool with 200 the dash. Cartier jeans, ain't no way I can say. Ain't no way I'm ever gonna go out. Man, I can't go out, no way I'm gonna go out. I just grip on her and I show out. I sit like a champ and I wait on her whole lot. I just whip up a new Chanel paddock. I whip it the wrist and I don't break the door out. Turn the whole top float to her. 100 racks and 1, 2 about to flood out.
To you cowards, then it's gonna be quick. Alright, all your men have been to jail before. Whoa. And all the motherfuckers you run with, get done with, dumb quick. You going from the dog or some bum? Alright, they go to click. Now I'm 1-1. All over some dump. Ain't that some? It's remind me of clubs. Every time you come around, it's like, I just gotta get my. And I don't know who the you think you talking to, but I'm not him, alright, Slim? So watch what you do, or you gon' find yourself next to someone else. And we all thought you loved yourself, but that couldn't have been the issue. Or maybe they just saying that now cause they miss you. Trying to diss you, that's why you laying on your back, looking at the roof of the church. Preacher telling the truth and it hurts. Y'all gon' make me lose my mind. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me go all out. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me act a fool. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me lose my cool. Up in here, up in here. Off the chain, I leave soft for the brains. Still want the fame, off the name. First of all, you ain't rap long enough to be with me. And you ain't strong enough. So whatever it is you they got you thinking that you Superman, I got the kryptonite. Come on, the mic, that's characters, not even good actors. What's gonna be the outcome? Let's add up all the factors. You whack, you twisted, your girls are you broke, the kid ain't yours, and everybody know. Your own man say you stupid. You be like, so, I love my baby mother, I never let her go. I'm tired of weak whining over that don't belong to them. What's wrong with them? If you up for real, like my mans in them, who get it all in the strength of their hands with them. Man, y'all gon' make me lose my mind. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me go all out. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me act a fool. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me lose my cool. Up in here, up in here. I bring down rain so heavy it hurts the head. No more talk, put him in the stand. You keep walking, that you trying to end up. Cause if I end up fed, I end up. Cause you just soft type. What? Fake up north type. It's like a soft fight. Dog is a dog, blood's thicker than water. We done been through the mud and we quicker to slaughter. The bigger the order, the more we run out. When up in there, everybody come out. When the body burn out, sun in the sun out. I'ma keep out. Running his mouth, I'ma flung out. Listen, yo, it's about to be. You know who gon' find you? Some old man fishing. Grandma wishing you'll the best, but it's hard to digest with the sound of your chest. Y'all gon' make me lose my mind. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me go all out.
Opened back in 2003, have a look at the Lincoln Financial Field, where 70,000 are rocking and ready to go in Philadelphia. Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Denver Broncos taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the run, this is J.K. Dobbins. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
That run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now, Sam. We got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
2nd down and 3. To throw is Nix.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins.
And he powers through the first lane, but he's going to be swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now it's Nix.
Eluding the pressure right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 32-yard line.
They talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
Throwing Nix. And this one complete again to Mims. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Nix to the air.
Touchdown! A 9-yard touchdown grab.
And the Broncos will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
Lutz with the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10
at their own 26. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
Target is to Dotson, and he's got him.
It'll go as a gain of 4. And it's second down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
And this is going to be an Eagles first down as the tackle made here at the 36.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs. Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen one touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
Here's Hurts to throw. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
First down. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
The 46-yard line.
Great, set.
Motion left, Smith. Hurts sets up to throw it.
To Barkley on the check down. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 33. A gain there of 21 yards.
Well, it seems pretty clear on this opening drive that they want to get him involved, not only, Charles, in the run game, but in the pass game as well. And he can be such a weapon for them when they utilize him this way.
And, partner, you know I'm a veteran, right? In other words, that means a little bit older. Back in my day, we used to call a guy like this a workhorse, except he carried the ball all the time. Now they get into him a variety of ways, but you're right. They want to run their offense through him. A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
They certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Saquon Barkley, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Elliott good with a PAT. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
To throw, here's Nix.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be second down. How about the first quarter he's putting together out wide? Pretty impressive.
I think that he likes the fact that we're playing this as a day game. You know, some guys, they respond better in the evenings. For some reason, it builds up. For this guy, day game, and he is off and running. You're exactly right. 100 might be conservative with the start that he's had here in the first quarter.
Yeah, by the numbers, he's on pace for 200-plus right now.
Operating from the gun, here's Nix.
And a quick throw here that's complete. These two teams all tied after one. Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a third down coming up. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. And movement by one of the Broncos up front, and in comes the flag. And a manageable third down becomes a lot less manageable. 3rd and 7 after the false start. Nix to throw again. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Looked like both sides were anticipating a quick throw there, and the defense was ready to jump in and deny it, and they did.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7.
They'll go for it. Here's Nix.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they are able to stop it, but he does take it all the way to the 2.
At the 2-yard line.
Dobbins will score. Touchdown, Broncos.
Touchdown, Denver.
Lutz will look to add the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
The score, Broncos 14, Eagles 7. Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Well, now how about this return? And they finally get to him out near midfield, but he's all the way across the 45 to the 46.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Hey, it's not the most spectacular play, but I think most teams will take that every single time for the first play of a drive. Begin the series with positive yardage and set yourself up for a very manageable 2nd down.
That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And Goedert going to have an Eagles first down as he'll take this down to the 44-yard line. Up the middle with Barkley. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
That's another Eagles.
Now Hurts changing up the play.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Silver.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. This short throw caught by Goedert. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Broncos 32-yard line.
Now they'll audible to something else. Hurts.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Throwing is Hurts.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
It hurts not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for it.
Great, set.
And they're going to motion Dotson to the left. They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Dallas Goedert, 28 yards. And the Eagles take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal. Hurts will throw. And that is caught for the 2 points. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. There have been points on the board. We just saw back-to-back touchdown drives. I love it. I'm high-fiving our statistician, Christian McLeod, and you're angry. You're a defensive guy.
If you met one of my defensive coordinators, God rest his soul, I'm surprised he isn't in this booth right now wanting to really take you on. This is not football the way he sees it. He wants a good old-fashioned kicking game, defense, field position, and we're getting an up-and-down-the-field game here.
I'll take him. Where's his tombstone?
Boot Hill, baby.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
Now Dobbins again on 2nd down.
And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
And the Broncos first down.
Here's Nix. He'll buy some time right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Back to throw. Nix. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him up to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
They're going. It's Nix. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They begin with a run by Barkley. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Hurts. Looking here for Smith downfield. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Devontae Smith, 85 yards. And the Eagles will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Well, just a sensational start for this offense, Charles. 3 drives, 3 passing touchdowns.
Is that like mentioning a perfect game in baseball, or are we cool to do it here in football, partner?
No, I think you can do it here in football. I think perfect game in baseball, that's its own category.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. Could not imagine a worse start for that secondary, or let's face it, a better one for this offense. No chance they stop passing now the way that it's going. I think we'll continue to press the ball downfield.
Picked off by Pat Surtain.
2
after the touchdown. Here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get in the field goal range.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
Off the play fake, here's Nix.
Open man right side is Ingram. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 26. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
Nix looking to throw again.
And that is incomplete. Wow, the coverage a little too good there. And it's second down.
It's second down and 10.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
To throw is Nix.
This is caught. Now the Broncos will use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal.
Now it's Nix.
Escaping the pressure right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield.
And this is going to be intercepted.
And the Eagles are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. The defense, Charles, they bit a little bit, but they did not break. And then on third and goal there, the huge interception.
Think of the momentum they're carrying with them right now, Brandon, because in their mind, whether they want to admit it or not, they were conceding 3 points. Their goal was to keep them at the end zone, not give up a touchdown. Instead, they give up nothing. What a big-time play and a big-time stop by them.
So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
On the return. The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 27.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down.
Eagles first down. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Barkley inside handoff. Trying to run inside, but nothing there.
Alex Singleton, the linebacker, there on the tackle.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
2nd and 10.
Great, set.
Now Hurts going to shift him around a bit.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10.
Over the middle, brought in by Dotson.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Hey, let's go. Trimmer.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And Barkley did not get there. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
Touchdown, Philadelphia. Dallas Goedert with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Eagles' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Elliott good on the extra point. And the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a 3-possession game.
Working out of the gun is Nix.
A short throw to Ingram. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 19 yards there on the catch and run. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Nix to the air.
And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram. It's Sidney Brown with it. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40.
So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
2nd and 9. From the gun, it's Hurts. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drive it. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pick up a 3.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he'll be taken down after a minimal pickup, and that will take us to the end of quarter number 3. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Eagles in possession of the football and leading this one as we get ready to start the final quarter. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And we'll begin it with a field goal try here. This to make it a 3-score game late. The kick by Elliott is good. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line to the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And the complexion of this one has really changed a fair amount. That last field goal makes it a 3-score game, so they need points in a hurry with time dwindling in the 4th quarter. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
They'll go play action with this. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Azeez Ojulari showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
It's now 4th down.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it is caught. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Nix. And he's got his big tight end here. And the Broncos are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion.
And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Evan Ingram from 3 yards out. And the Broncos have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. And now the offense is going to stay out there as the Broncos will go for 2.
The Broncos will line up for the 2-point conversion.
And they'll try to run it in with Dobbins. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And the defense says they have it. They do. 1 play into the ball game, an early turnover. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Offense set to begin their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but
maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down.
He sets to fire deep. He's got him in. Complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Might want to remember that 3rd down play. 37 yards.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's a give to Barkley. And a really good show of force there as he gets through for 4 tough yards.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop. 1:50 left in the football game.
Another run on 2nd down, trying to cover up. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. 58 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Eagles have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. This has just really been a solid second half from them, CD, as they add another touchdown to the lead and they start to pull away in what was once a close ball game.
Yeah, they actually put the Jets on in this one, didn't they? Put a little cherry on top with that touchdown. Now he's got to play out this final minute, and they'll get a chance to celebrate a very hard-earned victory.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive.
But probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the 4th quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
To throw, here's Nix.
And he comes back with one complete. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Throwing Nix.
Wide open receiver complete. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. A really good pickup of 28 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Nix from the shotgun.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Evan Ingram, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And the Broncos get a bit closer.
Bombers.
The Broncos will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They'll look to throw. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here.
The score, Eagles 38, Broncos 26.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
And that's going to be short of the landing zone. It doesn't make it there, so that means the ball's going to come out to the 40.
Hey, let's go. Trim it.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception.